Hello. So I've been messing around more with Claude Code and I've integrated with Cursor. I felt that this is a little bit more intuitive. So instead of me constantly exiting out of Claude Code to open up the file, I can just go ahead and click on the file as soon as it's created. So one of the things I wanted to do was let's just make a change log of the Claude code. So let's go ahead and start that. So in Cursor, I like to have the terminal to the right side and then the primary panel to the left. Um, so, and if I ever need to go into the agent mode, then I'll also keep that on the left as well. But I find that this is a little bit one of the more optimum ways to use Cursor for my workflow. All right. So what I found out is if you say this to Claude, think really hard on this, or ultra think on this, it tends to stay on the thinking a little longer than normal. Claude Code just got updated and it now has this plan mode. So if you hit the shift tab, so shift tab twice, you'll see that it is now in plan mode. So let's go ahead and create the change log for the Claude Code updates. I want you to ultra think on how to implement this change log. Create a change log for Claude Code updates. So then we'll go ahead and hit enter. So when you tell it to think deeply, it also tells you and shows you what it's thinking. Now, if I would have just said create the change log, I wouldn't have saw the thinking process. I thought that was pretty cool. Oh, also I added a terminal bell notification. So once Claude Code is done thinking, a bell should go off, which would notify me when it is done with whatever task it was tasked to do. I find this is very helpful as a lot of times what I will do is give it a task and then I will switch on over to watching YouTube or, reading one of the books or so. So, see what this does right here. Alright, so this is the cool thing about the plan mode. Before it creates it, oh man, that was the sound of it saying that it was completely finished. Um, Before it actually creates it, it shows you exactly what it's going to make. Alright, all of this looks good. So I'm going to hit yes for it to proceed and create from what it looks like a markdown file. Alright. There you go again with the sound saying that it's completed. And so this is what I meant by, I find it a little bit more intuitive that I use Claude code inside of Cursor. So I can actually see when the documents were created. And instead of me exiting, I can just go ahead and click on them to take a look at what they look like. So while it's doing all of this, let's go ahead and take a look at here's the change log right there. So the markdown file looks pretty good. Looks like it's halfway done of the to-do list. is the change log for the GitHub template. All right, it is done. All right, so it looks like it is fixing some of the mistakes that it has seen in the change log. Also, what I had did was linked Cursor to my GitHub account. So, also I linked my Claude code to GitHub as well. So now, whenever I create any project, it usually creates it in the form for GitHub. And yeah, the reason why I did that was just for version control. As I noticed, sometimes I would get something working very well, and then I would want to try to improve upon one small thing, and then all of a sudden, Claude sometimes likes to fully rewrite um, the whole code instead of just that one section. So, and I find that just having some type of version control is just a lot easier to go back or revert back to that version, the working version. So, all right. So it looks like everything is done. Um, yeah, this is very impressive right here. So it literally implemented a comprehensive change log system for Claude Code with ultra think depth and attention to detail. So it created a change log markdown, um, and then it also created a contributor template, a maintainer guideline, and automation tools um, for validation, formatting, and release management. Let's see what else. Key features. Um, it is basically following the standards from keep a change log and semantic versioning best practices, and yeah, other things. Quality assured, user focused, comprehensive. Then it also even added the JavaScript. Um, so one for formatting, one for adding, one for releasing management, and one for release notes, and then linking validations. All right, so that's about it. Um, yeah, this looks really good.